Hello, thank you for visiting my channel. This is the first video in this channel, new channel, Frugal Freebie, and it's all about basically saving money and spending the money that you have wisely. From my own experience, I was at university only a couple of years ago, and it was tough money-wise, as I suppose it is for just about anyone else who's been to uni. You'll know how I feel. I was quite fortunate in that I did have some help from my parents and things like that, and obviously I had loans from the bank. But nevertheless, even though I was working like all the hours that I could, it wasn't bringing much money in. While I was at uni, I spent 3 years basically learning to live frugally, and I thought this would be a good way to share some of that with you. So this is really for anyone who's maybe a student like I was, who's looking to save a bit of money, or really anyone, because let's face it, at the moment we're all sort of pulling on the purse strings. Is that a phrase? Tightening belt, pulling on the purse? I'm not sure. Something like that anyway. We're all watching the money that we spend. So this is just little ideas for that. If you're from the UK, like I am, then you might know Martin's Money Tips, which is sort of a spin-off from a program called This Morning. And basically it's a website. I'll put the link in the bar below. And it's all kinds of tips on everything from like big scale, like mortgages and buying cars and saving, like life savings, all the way down to like little deals that you get just on restaurants and supermarkets and stuff in the high street. So I want this channel to be sort of like a video version of that. I'm going to have some sort of regular updates on just all of the deals that I found, like that day-to-day thing, because there really is a load of stuff out there and you can so easily spend lots of money where you didn't have to. Because people are just there with these deals on a plate, you just have to know where to look for them. So I'm going to have that kind of stuff all rounded up. And I'm also going to have things like dupes for expensive products, where I've really liked an expensive product, but actually I found another one that's, you know, a tenth of the price that does exactly the same job. And DIY videos, things that you could do instead of maybe, you know, shelling out for something really expensive, you could make it yourself. And also seasonal videos and ideas of ways to do things that cost you a little bit less. For me, it's really about getting involved and not having to miss out on things, because when I was at uni I didn't have very much money at all, but life didn't stop. People wanted to go out like 2 or 3 times a week. People were always asking me to go to the pub. There were endless birthdays to buy presents for and go out for, and you had to have a costume to go out with, and blah blah blah, all this sort of thing. So it was quite costly, or it could have been, but obviously I found cheap ways of doing it. So for me, it's less about saving money and sort of accruing lots of money, and more about not having to miss out on stuff, like getting involved, just, you know, doing everything that everyone else does, but without spending the money. So if you think these videos might be useful to you, then please keep watching. I'm going to try and film another 2 while I have the chance, because I don't get the chance to film very often, so I'm making the most of it right now. And I will pop them all up on the channel in one go. So hopefully you come back and see some more, and I hope this is useful to anyone out there who needs to save a bit of cash without missing out on life's day-to-day joys. So I will see you in my next video. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.